Hello everyone, it is nice to see you all at the northern part of Eastern Asia, at the tip of Arabian Gulf. So here we are in the state of Kuwait, which is known for its modern technology, modern developed economy. Kuwait is an Arab country. It's well known for its modern technology, modern architecture and skyscrapers. So Kuwait city is considered as their capital city for its modern technology, modern architecture, skyscrapers, the Kuwait towers and water towers, business towers and their classic mosque. Currently, Kuwait is account 4.3 million population, out of which 1.3 account for Kuwait peoples. The rest are expatriates. So which is around 70% of the population of the country. Time between 1930 to 1980 is considered as their golden era. In 1934, they discovered their oil reserves, and in 1961, they obtained independence from British people. And in 1963, they became part of United Nations. Even though it's considered 1930 to 1980 as golden era, in 1990, Iraq people invaded Kuwait. However, with the collaboration of United Nations, Kuwait, again they obtained their independence in 1991. So the first Emir of Kuwait after their independence, Sheikh Abdullah Al Salim Al Sabah.
When we are considering the economy of the Kuwait, Kuwait people use Kuwaiti dinar, which is equal to 1000 fils. Kuwaiti dinar is the most valuable currency in the world. And when we are considering their revenue sources, the main income coming from the oil trading. As Pradeep mentioned, in 1934, they invented the oil reserves, which is the 6th largest oil reserve in the world. So the 50% of their GDP is gaining from this oil trading, and the 90% of their export revenue is coming from the oil trading. Even though the government sector, this 75% of their revenue is generating from their oil trading. And in the Kuwait, they have around 112 billion USD GDP, which is contributed around 0.18% to the world economy. And when we are considering the other sectors of the Kuwait economy is made mainly from the banking and finance sector, which is Islamic finance and the other banking sectors.
It is considered as second home for more than 150,000 Sri Lankans here in Kuwait. So some people work as a company employees, but some they start their own venture and they became successful business leaders, entrepreneurs in Kuwait. So today our focus is to interview one of the business leaders who gained their business pinnacle. Let's go.
Hello everyone, we are from group number 1, 2018, Kuwait MBA batch, Postgraduate Institute of Management, affiliated to University of Sri Chavagdhanapura. Today in this In our assignment, we are going to introduce one of the successful business leaders in Kuwait. In fact, we can proudly announce she is a Sri Lankan business lady and entrepreneur in Kuwait who have succeeded her business life in Kuwait. Mrs. Felicia Fernando, the chairman and managing director of Falcon Cargo International. Ayubowan, Mrs. Felicia Fernando.
Ayubowan.
First of all, we would like to thank you for giving us this opportunity to complete our assignment. To start with our discussion, first of all, can you describe your journey so far, starting your early days of business career?
My husband, Jayanta Fernando, he started this company in year 1996 with a Kuwaiti partner. We were only 6 members staff with the 2 vehicles we started with, and we send the cargo to Sri Lanka only those days. Year 2001, my husband passed away and I had to take over the company, the management with the same partner. I am blessed today with 80 staff and 24 vehicles. Though Sri Lankan market remains the biggest market, we cater to Philippines, Indonesia, Nepal and other destinations as well.
It has been a turbulent life in your personal life as well as in the business life. So, if you analyze the Kuwait situation, the Kuwait entrepreneurs or the business community is predominantly dominated by the male people. And also it's a multicultural environment, not like in Sri Lanka. In this context, what are the challenges you have faced in conducting business here in Kuwait?
My staff, they were there from the beginning, very supportive to help me, gave me the courage to keep going. In the beginning, it was a challenging situation because not knowing about my future. When husband passed away, children were very small, 10 and 8. But I had to take that challenge. God grace, today I'm here. We keep growing with this company. I must mention my partner and his family were there day one till today, supporting and encouraging me. I'm blessed to have them as business partners.
There are many people who have started businesses, and out of which there are only few people who have succeeded in their business life like you. In this situation, what do you think? What are the key features or the characteristic or a management style which you have and others don't have?
I manage finance of Falcon Cargo very carefully from the very beginning. Falcon grew without any debts. I'm happy about that. What happened to the business owners here today, they have taken a lot of risk. They wanted to grow very fast. They want to make money very fast. So we are very successful. When you compare with us and the others, we are very successful because of those things, I believe. And also, I only concentrate, focusing only freight forwarding and transport. Those areas I have experience, I know that. I don't want to take other areas which I don't know, and unwanted risk I don't want to take.
Let me start my set of questionnaire with a very simple one. If I ask you to describe yourself in 2 keywords, how would you like to describe yourself?
I would say dedication and generous.
Wow. What is your attitude toward risk appetite? Do you consider yourself as a risk taker, and how you have been successful all these years taking risk?
I don't want to take a lot of risk. Unwanted risks I don't want to take. We have grown this company slowly and steadily. Today, most of the businessmen, they are taking a lot of risk, and they wanted to grow very fast. Overnight profits they expect. So where they have failed.
Okay.
Yeah, we have seen and we have heard about yourself. You being a social worker, you engage in a lot of social activities and cultural work. You work closely with the community. So today in the business world, a lot of business leaders are talking about work-rest ratio or the work-life and the personal life balance. Among your busy schedule, how do you balance your work life and the personal life?
Work-life balance is very important actually. Apart from my time for the business, I'm very much involved with the church activities here in Kuwait, Catholic community. Also, I do social work for our community as well as back home. I take care of my elderly mother and my children, and I'm learning music because one day I will play in the church. So I think these things help me to balance my work life.
Many organizations consider people as their biggest life. How this statement applicable to your organization? So far, how the people in your organization contribute towards the success of Falcon Cargo International?
As I mentioned earlier, my staff was my strength, I can say. They were there at all times. At the beginning, I'm proud to say that there are people working with me now, currently, and they have started 1996. So there are employees. They have gone above and beyond to bring this company up, and they have grown with me. I have grown, and they have grown with me. They are very supportive.
Okay. Generally, business leaders are talking about their mentors and role models. Do you have a role model to follow your business style?
Yes, I would say Chanta Fernando, my husband, is my role model, and we still follow his business style so far, all these years.
Okay. What is your biggest achievement in your business life as well as your personal life that you feel that you are accomplished or satisfied?
What can I say? Very happy where I am today. Falcon Cargo is very healthy for the in finance. We grow Falcon without any debts or loan. I have never taken any loan so far. I have no plans to do so to run the business. My personal life, I think the biggest achievement I brought up my children, and they have given the education overseas in Australia. Kevin is a successful banker in Melbourne, but I brought him to Kuwait to take over the company. Now he's learning work, and hopefully he will be future chairman.
We have seen many people and the business people as well as the general community among the society, they are very reluctant in taking risk. So risk taking would be like kind of a thing which you need to become a successful business leader. So what type of advice you can give to the people who want to become a successful business leader, or the people like us who want to succeed in our corporate life?
You can take risk, but not unwanted risk. You can take risk. You must not take unwanted risk. We grow slowly. We can't achieve anything overnight. This is what I experience. I personally say the people, you have to grow slowly. Also, you have to be sure what you are selling or your service. For me, example, Falcon Cargo, we depend on our customers. I take care of personally my customers. My phone is 24/7. If there are any issues, I make sure I attend them and I solve them, because I always tell my staff, I tell my children, the customers give cargo, we survive. So this is how we grow up. We'll have to make sure the satisfaction of the customers.
Given the fact that you have achieved so much success in your business, how do you want to see your business in 10 years down the line?
We wanted to stay as a leading freight forwarder in Kuwait. Also, I wanted to keep our brand name brand as Falcon to satisfaction of the customers. Also, in future, after my retirement, I wanted to hand over my company to my children.
Meet Mr. Kevin Fernando, Mrs. Felicia Fernando's elder son, a banker in Melbourne. Hi, Kevin.
Hi.
Mrs. Felicia Fernando, your loved mother. How do you see her as a successful business leader?
I think she's very successful in Kuwait and what she does. To grow a company from, a very small company to what it is now with 80 staff, 24 vehicles, and sort of shipping people's goods to not only Sri Lanka, but Philippines and Indonesia is just amazing. And for me, she's a role model. But more than a business leader, to me and my brother, she was a mother as well. So I always find it so inspiring that she has the time not only to grow business so successfully, but also raise us really well, and also give so much back to the community, not only the Sri Lankan community, but the community here in Kuwait in general. And also she's very actively involved with the church. Putting all those things together, it's for me a big inspiration to have her as my mother.
Kevin, you being a young banker as of now, in the future, if you were to take over and lead the Falcon Cargo International, the business which has been built by your loved parents, what do you think? What would be the key challenges which you're going to face, and what are the strategies you will have to manage those key challenges?
Running any business, I think, has sort of two key points that you really need to focus on. The first one is your finances. As my mom said, we never really took too much risk growing the business. We were very happy to, get market share little by little by doing the small things right, looking after the customers, not, getting distracted by trying to grow too quickly or taking too much risk or going into businesses that weren't part of our core business model. So getting your finances right is extremely important as well, because it allows you to, weather the ups and downs of any market cycle. My background's in finance, that's my strength as well, so that's something I'll be focusing on a lot. But at the end of the day, the business is about people. Mum's been very successful because she's had a lot of people supporting her and backing her. Even if you're looking to go overseas and explore other opportunities, and you need to have really good relationships with people that can make your life easier in those markets, in those businesses. But if you put those things together and you've got a good service, you've got a good product, I think the business success takes care of itself. But the things that I always, my mom always tells me, and I tell my mom, we've got time, there's no rush, and it's important to just be patient and take calculated risks when appropriate.
Thank you.